Welcome to NationScope. What if you knew that your plane was going to be used as a weapon? What if you had minutes left to live and a single choice to make? On September 11, 2001, one American plane did the unthinkable. This is the story of Flight 93. On the morning of September 11, 2001, United Airlines Flight 93 departed from Newark, New Jersey, heading to San Francisco. It was delayed. Just 42 minutes late. A small delay that would change history. On board were 44 people. Passengers, pilots, flight attendants. Ordinary people. None of them knowing they were about to face the most terrifying decision of their lives. About an hour after takeoff, terrorists hijacked the plane. The cockpit was breached. The pilots were attacked. The aircraft turned sharply south. This wasn't like past hijackings. No demands. No negotiations. But something was different this time. Through phone calls and airphones, passengers began hearing horrifying news from the ground. 2 planes had already hit the World Trade Center. Another had struck the Pentagon. This wasn't a hijacking. It was a suicide mission. And their plane was next. Imagine sitting in a plane at 35,000 feet, knowing you are already marked for death. Some passengers cried. Some prayed. Some called their families for the last time. But instead of panic turning into helplessness, it turned into resolve. They understood one chilling truth. If they did nothing, thousands more would die. A group of passengers gathered near the back of the plane. They didn't have weapons. They didn't have training. All they had was courage. They voted to fight back. Among them were Todd Beamer, Tom Burnett, Jeremy Glick, and Mark Bingham. Todd Beamer spoke to an operator on the ground for several minutes. As the moment came, he said words that would echo through history. "Are you ready? Let's roll." The passengers charged the cockpit. The hijackers lost control of the aircraft. The plane violently rocked. Screams. Chaos. At 10:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 93 crashed into an empty field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Everyone on board was killed instantly, but the terrorists failed. The plane never reached its target, believed to be either the U.S. Capitol or the White House. Flight 93 didn't destroy a building. It didn't leave behind collapsing skyscrapers, but it saved lives, thousands of them. Those passengers had a choice: fear or resistance. And in their final moments, they chose to stand up. They were not soldiers. They were not heroes by profession. They were everyday people who refused to let evil win. The crash site is now a memorial, but its message is loud. On that day, one plane showed the world that courage doesn't need permission, and heroism can rise from the most ordinary people.